46 years. That's the amount of time it took for the identification of a woman classified as Macon Jane Doe. The remains were identified as Yvonne Pless, a 20-year-old woman who had been missing in Macon since 1977. The Bibb County Sheriff's Office has confirmed her as a victim of late serial killer Samuel Little, who confessed to murdering 93 people. With BCSO teaming up with the Criminal Justice Coordinating Council, they worked together to uncover her identity. Amy Hutzel, program director at the CJCC, oversees the Georgia Sexual Assault Kit Initiative Task Force and says their team was called upon by the FBI to help solve the Samuel Little cases.
We have investigators, prosecutors, and victim advocates that work on cases that resulted from the sexual assault kit backlog testing that we did a few years ago here in Georgia. So through that work, we were contacted by the FBI Behavioral Analysis Unit and asked to assist them on the Samuel Little cases.
In 2019, Hutzel and Bibb County Sheriff Captain Shermaine Jones went to Wise County, Texas, to confirm that Little's confession would match the unsolved murders in Georgia. The duo teamed up again last year to identify Pless with forensic genealogy. Hutzel says using forensic genealogy along with public information helped them link the cold cases to Little.
So you take a DNA sample that is collected at a crime scene, and you upload that into a public DNA database to find, like I said, typically distant relatives. You can also use the same process for the identification of unknown remains.
That same process allows them to identify unknown remains, which allowed them to meet with a relative of Pless who connected them with her remaining family. Hutzel says it took so long to identify her because technology was not as advanced.
The ability to extract DNA the way we do now did not exist back in 1977. So one of the biggest challenges that we find with cold case investigations is the proper management and retention of evidence.
Now in the age of public DNA databases, Hutzel says there is a common misconception when it comes to private and public DNA testing sites. Sites like Ancestry.com and 23andMe are private databases that cannot be used for forensic genetic genealogy, whereas sites like Family Tree and GEDmatch are public, allowing users to be able to opt in or out of allowing their DNA to be used in linking forensics. With time, Hutzel says forensic DNA technology will improve, but it will take citizens' help.
The strength of any database is how much information is in it. And so as those public DNA databases increase, the ability for law enforcement to be able to solve cases will also increase.